Hello, welcome to today's video. We are on page number 52 of the Alfred's guitar course. And so we're finally going to be introduced to sharps, flats, and natural signs. On this page, it says here the distance from one fret up or down is a half step. When we play two half steps, or like that, kind of like that, it means we play a whole step. So from one to the other is a half step. Skipping one is a whole step. We have a little chart there on the page which kind of tells us the difference between the whole step and the half step in accordance with the strings on the guitar. It also tells us a little bit more about the sharp raises the note on the staff by a half step and the flat lowers the note by a half step. It says here if the note is fingered, play the next fret lower. If the note is open, we're going to have to play the fourth fret of the next lower string, except if it is string G. For string G, we start on the third fret right there. Okay, natural signs, they cancel a sharp or a flat. Okay, it says here, when added within a measure, a sharp or a flat and naturals are called accidentals. So if it's not already part of the key signature and you see those inside of a measure, they're called accidentals. And I will probably say that as an identifier when referring to those notes. So now let's go ahead and take a look. We also have something here. It says a bar line will automatically cancel an accidental if it is added in the previous measure. So let's go ahead and take a look at the page down there. We have a few chromatic notes, but I actually want to point your attention to a sheet that I created, which is a little bit more comprehensive. So let's take a look. Oops, where are we? Okay, so as we can see here, we have a chromatic scale, and we're actually going to go all the way from E, low E, all the way up to C, right there. And that's going to be measure number 8. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's going to be up there. I would like for us to learn the entire chromatic scale from the bottom all the way to the top. And let's go ahead and get our pick. Notice that I did include some tablature to help us out. Now, when we play the chromatic scale, make sure, and let me go ahead and get out of this for a moment, make sure that you are holding your hand nice and straight. Line it up with the fret wire there so it's not crooked or bent or any way like this. But we want to be stretching out 1, 2, 3, and 4 nice and straight over the frets, just like that. As we mentioned, string G will not be up to 4, it's just going to be up to 3, but the rest will be up to 4. And we're also going to talk about a new position when playing up to the high C note. Okay, so when we play, we're going to start with E, F. E to F is a half step, F sharp, G, and then finger number 4 stretches up to G sharp. And as you can see, this is a very nice stretch. Become comfortable with holding all 4 fingers over the frets and keeping them here. Let's now go to our document. Okay, here we go. Let's go and take a look. We're going to play through this document here. We're going to start with the low E. And let's go ahead and say remember, it's going to be all the way up to 4. String G will be up to 3. We'll go ahead and say it then when we get there. Here we go. Let's start. 1, 2, say the notes. Go. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, next string, A, A sharp, B, C, that's a half step right there, and then C sharp, finger number 4. Next string is D, D sharp, E, F, that's a half step right there, F sharp, finger number 4. Next string is string G, so this is only going to go up to 3. So G, G sharp, A sharp, and that's as far as we go. Let's go to the next string. B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and now let's go to the next string, the top. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show this to you once with this music in front, and then without. So we have E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. After we go up to finger number 4, finger number 1 will then come up here to this next position on fret number 5 to play A, and then we continue with all the way to finger number 4, A sharp, B, and then a half step from B is C. Now let's take a look to see how that worked without looking, excuse me. All right, so let's go ahead and see how that worked without looking at the music. I'm just going to show you once again from string E. So E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then quickly go to fret number 5. After G sharp, we have A sharp, B, and C. In our classical book, though, I will be introducing you to some exercises that help us to use the fingers and stretch them out in this manner. Now let's go back to the sheet once again, and we're gonna now go down the scale. So when we go up, we are dealing with the sharps, but when we go back down, we now deal with flats. The frets are the same, but the note names may be different, okay? So let's go ahead here and start on fret number 8 with our hand in the second position here, and we're gonna say C, now remember, hold all 4 down at once, B, that's a half step, B flat, just let them go, A, now go stretch out 4 like this, A flat, G, G flat, F, E, just let them go. Then we have these 4 here, E flat, D, D flat, C, B, now this is just going to be 3 here, B flat, A flat, G, hold up 4 for this string here. Okay, so we have G flat, F, E, E flat, D. Now we have 4 here. String number 4, D flat, C, B, B flat, A. Then 4 down here, A flat, G, G flat, F, and then low E. Okay, so let's become comfortable stretching out 4 and holding them, either going up or coming back down. This will become a regular exercise on our guitar here. And so let's go ahead and do that every day, please. And we'll see you next lesson. Bye.